Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Thank you for joining in on another nickel hunt for my album fill. We are on, this is box number 12 of this hunt. Box number 10 and box number 11 did not give us any new book fills. We are currently at 183 out of the 194. So we've got 11 nickels left to fill these albums. And they are, of course, the key dates, the 1950s, the 1938 DNS. They're the harder to find nickels, and the silvers, the war nickels. So this is another box. I think this is the third box in a row that are all customer wrapped. We do have some older enders. I didn't see anything of significant date when I was putting them in this box. Most of them I think are 1960s. And yeah, that's an 82. That just looks older than it is. So no enders in this. So we're going to just get going. I just organized it based on rolls. So I'm going to start here, work my way down. I'll bring you in every 10 rolls if there are any finds. And of course, if there's a significant find, I will bring you in for that along the way. Well, it's a slow start for the first 10 rolls. Only 2 finds, one of which is actually fairly significant. That is a 1949. And what makes that one significant is that is a San Francisco Mint. Look at that. So, San Francisco Mint 1949, that's under 10 million minted, so that is a lower minted coin. That's a good find. The only other find there was in 1957, starting to corrode, really dirty. That is a Denver Mint. That is a very common nickel. So the only 2 finds in the first 10 rolls. I'll get going on the next 10. Bring you back in for any finds along the way. All right, folks, here we are at the end of roll 20, and still very slow rolls. I can speak here. Not much of significant finds. I did have a 1970 San Francisco that will add to my collection. We had one 2024 Philadelphia, and we had three 2025 Denvers. I see a lot of the Denver 2025s recently. So those are the 3 modern coins of our older coins. We only had 2 finds in those 10 rolls. We have a 1958, and that is a Denver Mint. And we had the 1949. This one's the Denver. So first 10 gave us the San Francisco. This 10 gave us a Denver. Maybe we can get a Philadelphia and get the trio out of that. So there we go. That's all she wrote for those 10 rolls. I'll get going on rolls 21 through 30, and let's see what those have to find. Here we are, 21 through 30 rolls, customer wrapped again, and not much. We're getting better with the finds as we near the end of this box, but this has been a quiet box. Let's see here. These 10 rolls did give us a 1968 San Francisco. Add to that collection, we had a 1940. That's a common Philadelphia. We have a 1949, slightly dirty. I like the way it looks like that. Loved coin. That is the Philadelphia. So the first 10, I think we got the San Francisco. The second 10, we got the Denver. Now we've got the Philadelphia. So we've got a complete set of 49s. Of our 50 finds, we have 51 Denver. We need San Francisco's. We have a 56 Denver. We have a 57 Denver. And we have a 58 Philadelphia. That is a lower mintage coin. Mintage should be on the screen here. So not a key date, but a lower mintage date. Those are nice. Anything under 25 million I consider low mintage. So good ones to find. There we go. Rolls 21 through 30, giving us 7 finds, 20 more rolls to go. Bring you in for the next finds. All right, here we are at the end of roll 40, and not much for finds. I don't need to show you all of those, but we did have 5 2025 Denvers. So those are all newer releases. I believe those are going to be hot. There's something special on the 2025s I need to look for, which I have not done yet. But we did have one more significant find. That is a 1952. And what makes this 52 significant is we have a, if I could zoom in a little bit here, we have a San Francisco mint. So that is a lower mintage coin, 20 million minted on that. So it's not a key date, but it is a lower mintage coin. So yay for that one. Those are our finds for those last 10 rolls. I got 10 rolls left, so I'll bring you back in for the end of the summary of this box hunt. All right, last 10 rolls provided a little more good for the finds. We do have 6 2025 Denvers. They've all been Denvers. Finally got our first Canadian foreign find, 2000. Zoom in, there we go. That's better. We did have one 1969 San Francisco to add to my collection. And then of our significant finds, only one from the 40s, 1940 Philly. It's common coin there. We had two 1953, both of which are from Phillies. Again, common. We have a 1957, and that is of the Denver Mint, so that is a common coin. And finishing up with a 1959 Denver, another common, 50s of there. So not bad for the last 10 rolls. I'm going to pull everything together, check the albums, and give you a summary of this box momentarily. All right, folks, here we are. This is box number 12. And here's the complete summary here. So we had one foreign, which was a 2000. Come on, focus. There we go. 2000 Canadian. We did have one 2024 Philadelphia. We have, look at the stack, 14 2025, all Denver mints. So those of the more modern. Then we got our San Francisco mints. We got 1968, 1969, and we have two 1970s. Of our 1940s, we have a 1940 common Philadelphia. We have a 1941 common Philadelphia. But of the 1949s, take a look at that. We have 3 of them. And we got the trio. We've got Philadelphia, Dirty Denver, and we have a 1949 San Francisco. So we got all 3 sets. That 1949 San Francisco is that lower mintage, under 10 million minted. So that's a good find right there. Not a book fill, though. Of our 1950s, we have a 1951 Denver. Lower minted, under 25 million. Not a key date. We have a 1952 San Francisco. And that 52 San Francisco, again, lower minted, under 25 million. Not a key date. We have two 1953s, excuse me, both of which are Philadelphia common coins. We jump to the 1956 Denver common coin. We have 1957s, 3 of them, all of which are the Denver Mints common coins. 1950, excuse me, 1958. We have two. We have a Denver and a Philadelphia. And that 58 Philly is a lower mintaged, under 25 million, not a key date, and not a book fill. And then we have our 1959 common coin. So we did have some good finds overall in this box. Unfortunately, none of them are the book fills. That's box number 12. No new fills. That means I'm still at 183 out of 194. I have 11 nickels left to find. They are mostly the silvers, the 50D, of course, the low key date coins. So I'll keep on hunting. If you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to give me that thumbs up. Click that subscribe button down here in that corner if you haven't already. If you have clicked the subscribe, thank you for showing your support. And until the next time, folks, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and happy hunting.